Good morning, children. How are you all doing? Hope you all are doing good, all are happy, safe, and healthy. Welcome back to the EVS class. And I'm your EVS teacher, Miss Deepika Verma. Children, today we are going to study a new topic. And the topic is floating and sinking. Now, let's just see some objects that are floating and some that are sinking and what's the reason behind it. Okay, now we will watch a video for this.
Have you ever wondered why some things float and some things sink? Let's learn about floating and sinking today. What causes some things to float and some to sink? Well, it's all about something we call density. Don't worry, let me explain this. Everything around us is made up of small molecules. In some objects, tiny little objects called molecules are tightly packed together. And in others, they are loosely packed together. This is actually what density means. The objects that are tightly packed together have a higher density, and the more loosely packed objects aren't that dense. Whatever objects sink are more dense. See the stone? These marbles? And yes, these coins. They all sink in water because the molecules are jam-packed in these. Similarly, whatever objects float are less dense, like this rubber ball, this plastic bottle, and this lovely balloon. They all float in water because the molecules are loosely packed in these. Can you show some objects that sink and some objects that float? Yay! Some sinking objects are coins, iron nails, glass, stone and marble, and other things. Some floating objects are bottles, paper clips, cork, plastic balls, and balloons. Now, you know a lot about.
Now you know the reason why some objects are floating and some are sinking, right? Children, objects like coins, rocks, and marbles are more dense than water. Their molecules are tightly packed. Their weight is more than water, so they will sink. On the other side, objects like apples, wood, and sponges are less dense than water. Their molecules are not tightly packed, they are loosely packed, so they will float. And children, many hollow things like empty bottles, balls, and balloons will also float. You know why? Because these hollow things have air inside them, right? And air is less dense than water. This is one reason huge ships can float, even though they are very heavy. Okay, inside a ship, there is a lot of hollow space filled only with air. That's why they are floating. Okay? Children, Aditya tried putting an aluminum sheet in water. It floated. But when he pressed it tightly into a ball and thrown in water, it sank to the bottom. How? Let's see. Oh, this is a ship. Does a ship floats or sink? It floats on water, right? Let's find out the reason. Children, the outside of an object is called its surface. When more of the surface is touching the water, like in the aluminum sheet, when it was flat, more of the surface was touching the water. That is why it was floating. So, when more of the surface is touching the water, the object is more buoyant, which means it floats better. And when an object floats, it pushes water out of the way. This is called displacement. But guess what? Water pushes back. So, the more surface area an object has, the more water pushes back against it and helps it float. That's another reason why even big ships don't sink, even they have the right shape. Okay, children? Yeah, this is the ship and it is floating. Okay. Now, there is one another girl. She put the lemon in a glass full of water. The lemon sank to the bottom of the glass. Now her mother mixed some salt to the water and the lemon started floating. Now we will see a video.
Ma, how can I help you?
Oh, good. You came, Chino. Can you help me boil the eggs? Oh, remember to put a little bit of salt in the water.
Oh no, what did I do? I have put so much salt into the water. Oh, what is this? The eggs were lying at the bottom of the pan. Now they have begun to float on the water. Oh, this is like magic. Friends, did you see this magic? When I put salt in the water, the eggs that had sunk to the bottom started to float on the water. You can try the same magic using lemon in place of egg. Keep adding salt to the water just like me and find out whether the lemon sinks or floats.
Children, do you know that Dead Sea is the saltiest sea in the world? It is so salty that 1 liter of water from that sea has almost 300 grams of salt. Will you be able to even taste such salty water? But do you know of an interesting fact about Dead Sea? We can float so well on Dead Sea, it is as if we are sleeping on its surface.
Friends, you can also add salt to water and try to float an egg or a lemon. Find out why these things float in salty water and not in normal water without salt. Find out, friends. Let me also go and find out.
You will also do this magic. Okay, you will also take water and put the lemon and see whether it sinks or floats, and then you will add salt to the water and again put the lemon and see the result. Actually, children, when you put the salt in the water, more and more salt in the water, it becomes more dense than the lemon. That means the lemon is less dense, so it will float. Okay children, now there is one assignment for you all in the Google Classroom. You all will do the live experiments with the objects and will do the assignment. Okay children, that's all for the class today. Stay safe, stay home, take care, bye-bye.